childhood hero for many people, including me. Such an iconic personality, such an iconic cricket player, and almost everyone all around the world, all the cricket fans knew about him.
Hello and welcome to Credit B presents Bold Diaries. Fearless, passionate, talented, genius, champion, legend. You can go on and on about Shane Warne, tossing the ball slowly from one hand to the other, sunscreen across his face, mouth always busy chewing a gum as he made his way to the delivery stride. Run up? What's that, he would ask. He would walk to the crease and deliver magic. The magic that lasted 2 decades. Shane Warne was larger than life itself. Here's our tribute to one of the greatest cricketers ever.
Everyone tried to copy his action at some stage or the other. So that's the impact he had on the game of cricket, and an amazing human being as well. I had the chance to speak to him quite a bit off the field as well. Just always positive, and none of his conversations were random. It was always constructive, something that we can learn from. And spoke very passionately about Test cricket, especially about cricket in general. Loved the game. So yeah, it was such a shock to everyone, and we can only look back and smile at his cricketing career and his achievements and his life in general. He lived the way he wanted to live, and he's probably the most confident personality that I've met. I'm grateful that I got to know him a little bit off the field as well.
Need money for celebrations or for emergencies? Presenting Credit B. Loans anytime, anywhere.
I have a lot of heroes, I suppose.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, watching people play, and not necessarily just from cricket, from other sports as well, and Warne was certainly one of them. He revolutionised the game. He changed the perception of spin bowling around the world, and all of a sudden, after he came on the scene, every team needed to have a leg spinner to be a successful team. I suppose the person that he was away from the field was probably more inspiring to me after he finished, being able to sort of be around him a bit more, be in his inner circle, and talk about different things, not just spin bowling or anything like that, but we were able to just talk about, I suppose, all walks of life, and we were working pretty closely together, trying to work on the London Spirit team as well. That was his baby. He was looking forward to coaching that, and it's a shame he won't be there this year.
I think he was this larger than life sort of personality. Whoever has played with him will talk about all his adventures on the field and off the field as well. He's a very colourful personality. He was in many ways very different to the cricketing world, and he was a great character. There were numerous fans for him across the world, mainly for his skill set and also the personality that he was, the ability for him to do special things that other cricketers would just stand up and applaud, and fans would go crazy for him. I've always been a fan of him. For me, he is easily the best leg spinner that I've ever played. For his skill set with a white ball and the fact that he could tease batsmen into doing mistakes, and I love that about him. I remember in South Africa, in the second year of IPL, I'd gone into bat, he was bowling. So he's like, "Hey, youngster, let me see what you got." So I'm like, okay, and I was confident of playing spin bowling, but he just opened up the field a little bit and said, "Let me see you hit it there." And young kid, I just went, flicked the ball, just top edge, straight back to me, caught the ball, gave it a kiss and said, "Bye-bye, see you."
जब ये ऐसी शॉकिंग न्यूज़ मुझे पता चली, तब मैं इंडियन टीम के साथ था। फिर तब मैं और कुलदीप बात ही कर रहे थे हम लोग उस दिन के शेन वॉर्न के बारे में, तो फिर अचानक ऐसा न्यूज़ सुनते कि बहुत ही शॉकिंग न्यूज़ थी।
Shane Warne certainly a champion cricketer, but in my eyes, because I saw a lot of his videos wherein he spoke about leg spin bowling, and purely from a great player understanding his craft and having that flair to pass on the wisdom that he gained to the next generation is a quality very few great players have, and he was one of them. And I'm pretty sure that all the wrist spinners around the world, whoever would have interacted with him or whoever tried to in a way mimic him and acquire his skill sets, I'm pretty sure that Shane Warne will continue to play a massive role in the way wrist spinners will shape up the way cricket evolves in the coming years as well.
आई थिंक शेन वॉर्न एक अलग ही वाइब है, वो इंसान में वैसी वाइब्स मुझे कभी किसी आदमी से नहीं आई, मतलब कि जो एक एनर्जी, जो एक पॉजिटिव एनवायरनमेंट वो बना के रखते थे हमेशा, और कोई भी बात बोलते थे तो मतलब एकदम सेम बात अगर कोई और बोलता तो शायद वो इतनी समझ में नहीं आती, लेकिन उनके जो बोलने का तरीका, जो सामने वाले को उस कॉन्फिडेंस देने का तरीका जो था, वो आज तक मुझे नहीं लगता और किसी प्लेयर ने वैसे बात की होगी मुझसे या वैसा कॉन्फिडेंस देने में वो सक्सेसफुल रहे होंगे। और क्रिकेट को एक लाइफ का एक पार्ट मानते थे, क्रिकेट कंप्लीट लाइफ नहीं थी कि सिर्फ क्रिकेट ही लाइफ, ऐसा नहीं था। वो हमेशा यही बोलते थे कि एक मैच आपको ना ग्रेट बनाएगा, ना एक मैच आपको एकदम ख़राब प्लेयर बना देगा। ये कंसिस्टेंट गेम है, आप कंसिस्टेंसी से जो भी काम करोगे आप उसी तरफ जाओगे। आज मैं यहाँ हूँ तो मुझे लगता है उनमें उनका बहुत बड़ा हाथ है कि उन्होंने जो कॉन्फिडेंस दिया, उन्होंने जो बातें की मुझसे, या उन्होंने जो क्रिकेट के बारे में मुझे चीज़ें सिखाई, वो शायद आज भी मेरे बहुत काम आ रही है और लाइफ में बहुत आगे काम आती रहेगी। और आई थिंक एज ए पर्सन आई रियली मिस हिम अ लॉट, और हो सके तो मैं पीछे जाके टाइम वापस फिर से उनके साथ टाइम बिताना चाहता हूँ।
I mean, he was always ahead of the game. He was always talking about how when he bowled in the rough, he started really wide and he got the batsman into the mindset of deliberate padding, and then he got the ball in one stump by one stump by one stump, and then pitched on next stump where he deliberate padded and it was like in front of the stump. So he had this knack of setting batsmen up, and he always spoke about a 4 to 5 over process. He never said, I'm getting the batsman out this ball, but he said he foresaw the batsman getting out 3 or 4 overs later. So that was how he approached his craft. It's so sad that a tactical genius like him is not with us today, and the amount of knowledge he had to pass on to the next generation, I don't know what the next generations are missing, and that's unquantifiable according to me. I think for me, I think I started bowling leg spin because of I saw him his bowling when he was playing in Australia now. So till that date now I just watch his videos. I know he's not still with us. The way he dominated the world cricket, especially in Australia, with the kookaburra ball, after 30-40 over kookaburra ball has no seen the way he dominated the world cricket. Hats off to him. It's very, very sad that a person of Shane Warne's caliber has left us that early. He was an encyclopedia of knowledge, not only on spin bowling, but on the way he read the game, on the way his captaincy, his leadership skills. But I think the world has lost one of the greatest cricketers ever.
All his 3 kids, I'm very, very sure he would have been a wonderful father. Just from the way he spoke about you all in the limited time that I did spend with him, the love and affection that he had for his family, just felt like something was taken away from the cricketing world that was very special. And that sadness is something that I haven't felt too many times, but when this happened, it did come as a shock.
बस अब हमेशा दिल में।
This is Credit B presents Bold Diaries.